YouTube, how's it going today? I've been kind of holding off doing this here video because I've been getting my news today. Been listening to a little Rush, and Rush just went off. Anyways, let's get down to it. Today I went to Donuts and Dads with the kids, and they wouldn't shut up about it. They wouldn't let me forget today's date, October 28th. And man, it was nice. Running a little bit behind because I have not gotten used to taking them to school from my mother's house, which is where I'm at right now. And nervous about getting there. And it seems like the traffic is just monstrous. These last 2 days it's just been really heavy. So we get there about 10 minutes late and pull up, and the little Asian guy, he's going like this here, and the principal's like, so we go ahead and we park. Let me mute this thing here. We pull up and we park, and man, the place was crowded, and I don't do good with crowds. We go ahead and we go in, and I'm looking for the donut table because I don't know where it is. Everybody's there, all these dads. And right off the bat, I noticed that the kids, they're speaking to everybody. And that was the, you know, I noticed that they didn't have any struggles at all. No shyness in them. No anxiety whatsoever. They knew people's names. Dad here is not good with names. I am not good with names at all. It took me about a year to know my co-workers' names, and this is just the drivers. A lot of the staff inside, I still don't know most of their names, and I deal with them, you know, daily. They didn't suffer from any anxiety at all. So we get the donuts, and now it's time to find a table. And I started having anxiety. I look, I can't find a table. You know, you have to weave through the crowd, and my chest just started jumping like boom, just beating, just boom, 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 boom. Oh shit. Oops, forgot in the anxiety group that I want us cussing. But we'll try to keep this one as clean as we can, okay? So I kind of bailed out because I really couldn't find a spot. And I'm sure, I knew there was some spots open, but again, having anxiety, dealing with the large crowds like that. Stranger, don't know anybody. Kids do, but I don't. So I bail out, go to the wall, and we're eating our donuts there. Thank goodness one of the teachers, she saw me up against the wall, and she's like, okay, here goes some seats. She walked us over there, we sat down, took a couple of pictures, ate the donuts, and we sat for a while just, you know, letting the kids soak it in, and I'm trying to soak it in. I'm enjoying the kids. And that was that. Except that I wanted more donuts, and the anxiety wouldn't let me get up and get it. So I say that to say this here. When it comes to the anxiety, one of the key things to getting over it, which I ain't got over mine yet, but you got to identify the triggers, what causes it. And I've asked this here before, you know, what caused it? When did you first start noticing that you had it? You know, these are some things that I started recently thinking about. So I'm going to go ahead and share that with some of you guys now. Because I was just thinking about this here when I walked in, when I actually walked into the place. The first time that I experienced any kind of shyness, I was about my oldest son's age, maybe 6 or 7. And he's a splitting image of me when I was a kid. The curly hair and everything. Looked like a miniature Michael Jackson from back in the day. As a matter of fact, we were having some kind of a family concert, and we were playing Michael Jackson music. And I loved Michael Jackson as a kid. And I was dancing, busting out all the moves I can think of, and my family laughed at me. And when I figured out they was laughing at me, I sat down. I've never danced in front of a large crowd again. In fact, if there's another person in the room, even up to this day, right now, I will not dance in front of anybody. So that brought me up to another topic, women, or girls. When did I actually get shy around girls? Well, I really don't know, but I can tell you this here. When it comes to girls and girlfriends and family, didn't have an issue when it came to saying, hey mom, or hey so-and-so, I have a girlfriend. I was still a little kid, and I remember the girl named Leandria, whatever the last name was. And of course, they decided, oh, that's cute, have fun. They decided to laugh at me. Up until 8 years ago, the ex-wife never introduced him to another girlfriend again. Never had. And so, apparently, being laughed at was two of my triggers that stopped me from doing two things. Dancing and introducing the folks to female companions. So those were two of the triggers right there that stopped me from two of those things. Now, you know my uncomfortability, those who have watched the confession videos, when it comes to people just in general, because people wouldn't just leave me the hell alone, because I was quite a bit different from the rest of the people my damn skin color. And so you know how I feel about them in general. Not all of them, because some of them are cool, but you know my trigger for that, or what triggered it in the first place. Screwed with me constantly, torture, exclusion. That's what I went through from childhood through adulthood. Now, interestingly enough, when it comes to people, older people, and I'm talking about my skin color, older black men, older black women, I have no issues with whatsoever. If an old black man walk up to me and break the ice, we can talk all day long. Play dominoes, cards, whatever. Sometimes even with older black guys, I can break the ice. No issue. Same thing with older black women. I mean, I'm talking like 50, 60 years old now. Even some in the 40s if they're not trying to act like they 20. Same thing with old white people. No issues whatsoever. People my age, on the other hand, nope. My anxiety kicks in automatically. Younger people, on the other hand, I read on one of the other anxiety boards, and it sounded kind of perverted when the guy wrote it. And he was like, I feel comfortable around kids. And I was like, well, I agree, but that does sound a little perverted. But he was from like Kenya or whatever, so maybe it's different over there. And it all depends on how you look at it, and you know how you perceive things too. Because I feel comfortable around young people myself. And speaking of young people, I was here at the job, and I noticed we had an intern. My anxiety, it didn't bother me or anything. Walked right up to him, spoke to him, talked to him. Cool kid. Going to, he's interning up here, volunteering, wants to be a fireman. It's good for him. Sounds like the kid's got a good future going for him. And I say all this to say that you gotta identify the triggers, and then we have to overcome them so that we can go out and live normal lives. Because this anxiety, it does hold us back. It keeps us from communicating, keeps us from loving people, keeps us from meeting people. Job opportunities get flushed down the drain because we have this anxiety. Our quality of life sucks because we have this anxiety. Can't enjoy ourselves. Today I ended up telling a coworker, thank goodness she actually messaged me through Messenger. End up telling her that I had a crush on her. I've had a crush on this girl for probably 2 months now. And through the conversation, it probably took me about, I'd say 12 minutes to actually hit the send button. That's how bad this anxiety stuff is. And she's always been very nice to me.
Reluctant to...
Don't know how that's going to work out, but, she's a good person. So we'll see how that works. But anyways, yeah. Identifying our triggers, I think that's going to be the key. And I wouldn't mind hearing, what were some of your triggers? When did you first notice that you guys start having issues or start feeling the anxiety? When did it start kicking in? What triggers it? What do you do to try to overcome your anxiety? What do I do to try to overcome mine? I just try to push through the day. My job here, I deliver medical supplies, and this job, it forces me to interact with other people. Also, I don't have a choice but to work. If I don't work, I don't eat. My children don't eat, so have to do it. It also forces me to be in some uncomfortable situations, because sometimes we have to get out of our comfort zone too. I had a huge fear of public speaking, and I still do. One situation that I was in, I'm laughing, but hopefully I don't have to be in a situation again, but hopefully I do have to be in a situation again, because the more you're in it, the more comfortable you get with it. But I had to demonstrate an oxygen concentrator to some school nurses and the principal. Not only that, but it was also for the student too. So I went in just thinking I'm going to train just the student. His school nurse needed to see it, her assistant, the assistant principal, the principal, and whoever else they wanted in on it. And it ended up being like a group of 12 people that I had to speak in front of. That was tough. But I ended up doing it. And, we just have to do it. We can't just, we can, but we shouldn't just sit around on our asses and feel completely sorry for ourselves. We do a whole lot of it. And anxiety sucks. It's a lot of work getting over it. Some of you guys are older than me. Some of you guys are younger than me. But we all have the struggle. And I know it's hard. And I really hope we all overcome this, because it's eating us all alive. Anyways, guys, you can comment below. We all got this problem. All talk to each other. Ain't too much I can say about it, but hopefully the rest of y'all day go good, and y'all weekends too. I'm suffering right here along with y'all, so y'all take it easy. Hopefully y'all learned something. Share your stories with me, man. I'd be interested to hear. Later.